Hello, Cancer. My name is Kristi. I am the Twisted Elemental. I'm coming to you today to do your spiritual growth reading for February 2024. We're going to use some oracle cards to get the energies around you right now, see what it is you're working through, and then we're going to pull that down into the main spread where we see how that might be appearing in your everyday life. So let's get started. I'm calling on Spirit and all my sacred guides to help me discern true and accurate messages for all Cancer placements today. I would like messages of the purest, highest white light of truth and for the greater good of all. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Cancer. I have an archetype deck here. We're going to see which archetype you might be working through this month. Cancer, please. We have Knight. All right, Cancer. The light attributes of the Knight: loyalty, romance, and chivalry, honor and love. Or a love of honor, I should say. I think both of those things are true. The shadow attributes here are allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. Oh, interesting, Cancer. This is, I want to say this might be about you understanding some of the energies that are around you, and about where you put your allegiances, about whether they're going to somebody else who may be causing illusions in romance, or if you're putting those allegiances and loyalty to yourself, for trusting yourself here. Interesting. All right, we're going to get a couple animal cards here to help give us some more information. For Cancer, please. I have Wolf. Inner strength. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try and take a look at it with fresh eyes. Ooh. This is you seeing the truth of something. Having the inner strength to really see something that maybe you don't want to. That was snow coming off my roof. This is light loyalty, romance, and chivalry. The love of honor. Allegiance. I have the shakes here. Allegiance to a destructive ruler. Or principle. Romantic delusions. So this could be somebody who has control over parts of your life about what you may be feeling or seeing. But this can also be a whole ideal, like what you've learned about your romantic ideals, a principle you have in romantic ideals that come from a place of delusion. This is having the inner strength to see through some concept in love. I have on the bottom here, Turkey, good news. It says you may soon receive an important but very unexpected gift. Accept this with deep respect. Someone has sacrificed a lot to help you open doors and grow. A lot of things will change for the better. I think this gift comes from Spirit, with you having the inner strength here to see the truth of something that may have been giving you big delusions when it comes to romance, or how you feel about romance, how you are in a romance, or how someone else is in a romance. It's not may not be what it seems. Let me get some more oracle cards here. Cancer. More energy about what this is for Cancer, please. What's going on with Cancer? The fates. There's something fated here. Can't help but see all the stars here. This is card 17. This would be the star card in the tarot. This is like hope, faith, healing. Whatever this is, it is healing, but it is a fated moment. I have breathe on the bottom. Take a breath here. What else for Cancer, please? I'm getting limerence. With this knight, I'm looking at the shadow aspect here, saying allegiances to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. That has given me a little bit of limerence energy. If you don't know what that is, you should look it up. Limerence, it's a concept where we might have romantic feelings on somebody that we don't really know. We're kind of creating the story ourselves. This can also come through trauma bonds, create a form of limerence. Let's hear for Cancer, please. I don't know if you can hear the candle. It's going nuts. It's so loud right now. I had To Be Fair, and you couldn't see it, but the way it flipped out, it came out upright and flipped in reverse. Something has not been fair here. I have serendipity and yin. This is divine feminine energy here. With serendipity, this is telling me about looking for signs or noticing signs. But there's also a sense of good luck here. We have this big 4-leaf clover. There's something fated here that's calling for you to be in divine feminine energy, to call something to you. It's fated. This is telling me this is something that you're not taking action towards. This is something that's being called to you. Feminine energy is receptive. Something fated. There's the signs are coming. If you see them. This is to be fair. This is something, I want to say what's coming and what you have been dealing with has not been fair. But you're fated to get your just due here. Let's find out what this could be. I have happy on the bottom. All right. So what we're going to ask in this main spread here, Cancer, we're going to ask like what this energy, pull that down into what's going on in your 3D world here. So how that may look to you. What the lesson is you're meant to learn, the blessing you're meant to receive, the challenge you're meant to overcome, and the advice from Spirit. And we'll clarify all of it. Cancer, please. Cancer, the all over energy we're talking about here today is the sun. Positivity. I want to say you're being given a chance to have the inner strength to see the truth. The sun is positivity. It's happiness. It's, beauty. It can even mean the birth of children. But the biggest thing the sun does is it allows us to see the shadows. It brings things into the light, right? Again, we have good news here with the turkey, but I have inner strength here with the wolf. And I want to say that something is being illuminated for you to get in a new mindset, to see something you hadn't seen before that maybe you didn't want to see. Having the inner strength to see it and acknowledge it. This changes things. This brings in a divine feminine energy for you. Something hasn't been fair. You need to acknowledge that. But there's something also faded here. There's signs around you. I have the Five of Cups underneath the sun. Five of Cups is about regrets. This says grief. You could be in grief, Cancer. This could be illuminating where grief can put all kinds of mindsets. And it's not a great mindset to be in when we're trying to progress our life, because the mindset we're in is what we call to us. So if we're in a prolonged state of grief, we call more grief to us. This is like being stuck in the past. Oh, interesting. I'm getting something where you're being taken, maybe something's being mirrored onto you right now by a current relationship or a recent relationship that's maybe taking you back through like an old home week of old relationships where you're seeing things that weren't fair. Where you're seeing the truth of some things where maybe there was a lot of delusions to those relationships. This is if this is what's happening to you, Cancer, if that resonates with you, you're being guided down there because there's lessons to be extracted so that you can heal this and move forward, taking the lessons with you, leaving the pain in the past. All right, what's going on for Cancer right now for February? It's at the Tower. This says transformation. Whatever is being illuminated for you right now is transforming everything for you. This doesn't feel good though. Towers very rarely feel good. Towers crumble because there's a faulty foundation. I think what the faulty foundation is here has to do with your own thoughts. Listen, I can't stop seeing the romantic delusions here. Romantic delusions aren't always just something we fabricated. Sometimes those romantic delusions were portrayed to us. And seeing the truth of that it's going to change the way you think about things. It's like a whole crumbling of the way you used to think about things to the way you're going to think about things now. Time's up. All right. What is the lesson for Cancer here? The Emperor structure. This is, we have you needing to have inner strength, seeing things within a new light here. Almost as if you were being controlled by something else. Like this, the light comes on and you can see it finally, right? Your lesson here is about taking your power back. This big Aries energy with the Emperor. The Emperor is somebody who is in complete control of themselves. Nobody else controls the Emperor. The Emperor actually is the boss, right? Compassionate leader. Somebody who takes action towards things. Also helps other people. Building the solid structure. You're meant to build your own solid structure here. Because we have you. Even if this is just in the capacity of your mind. We have a structure collapsing. For a new structure beginning. Something to transform. Whatever this tower is that's happening to you right now, it is transforming you. This is Phoenix rising from the ashes energy. And I want to say this has a lot to do with Pluto having just moved into Gemini. That is not true. Pluto just moving into Aquarius. Right, what's the blessing here for Cancer? Nine of Wands, fear. I want to say like a quelling of fears. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. But first and foremost, the wounded warrior, they've been through a ton of stuff. All of these wands are lessons they've learned or things they've had to deal with, traumas they've received. That's why that's all the woundings, right? But the warrior is a warrior because they do get up to fight another day. They don't let this keep them down. They take the lessons and then they fight smarter. But this is talking about fear here. And I want to say whatever, if this is going to be a release of fear. What's the challenge here for Cancer? King of Wands, passion. King of Wands is about action energy. The King of Wands is a dynamic character who goes after what they want with passion. But most importantly, it's about taking the action towards what you want for you. The other aspect to this, it's in the challenge position so that we can say that it's reversed. In the a King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who uses manipulation. Somebody who can use sexual manipulation. We have romantic delusions here. This could be about an individual that you've had in your life that's the challenge for you to overcome. I'm going to say that's twofold. The challenge could definitely be that, but on top of that, the challenge is you taking action for yourself for what's best for you. See advice for Cancer here? Strength, bravery. I'm going to go so far to say if this is a person you've been dealing with, it's a narcissistic individual who would absolutely propagate romantic delusions upon you. We have you overcoming something here with strength. Your advice is to have the fortitude to overcome whatever low vibrational energy this is. All right. I'm going to get another layer of cards here with the Yin Yang Oracle, and then we'll clarify everything. Ooh, I have underneath here the Sun, the all over energy for this reading, the Sun card, doubts. And I want to say this is right now what's going on for you. The reason why you're in a tower is your doubts towards some situation or some person are being illuminated for you to see very clearly. There is some sort of romantic manipulation going on here. It says lonely, negativity, missed opportunity, not hopeful, disconcernment, 4 of Cups energy. I have underneath open to receive here. It says opening up, generosity, gifts, assistance, 6 of Pentacles. Like this is the gift. We have here good news, right? A gift's being sent to you. I think this is the gift. The insight into some doubts you may be having here. This is your gut's been talking to you and there's been fears and doubts about something, and you're being given the downloads that you need, the information you need to see to clarify your doubts so that you know you can trust your gut. It's also 4 of Cups energy. This is when you don't feel like enough, or the love you're getting isn't satisfying. That's what gives you the doubts. If you're feeling unsatisfied, like if you feel like you asked for something and it was given to you and it feels unsatisfying, that's the 4 of Cups energy, because maybe it wasn't portrayed as to be what it really is, what you thought it was going to be. This is being illuminated. All right, give me more on this Tower. What's going on right now? Structure, solid foundation. Something is being collapsed. Some foundation you thought was solid, but you're seeing very clearly it is not, is being collapsed so that you can have the solid foundation that you wanted or that you should have, that we all deserve. This says, wants to build a foundation, balance, building, slow and steady, forming. The lesson here with the Emperor, karma, balance, and justice, says weighing things out, cause and effect, choices, wants to make things right. These are all things an Emperor would do. I want to say your lesson is to stepping into your Emperor energy. And this is whether you're a man or a woman. It does not matter. I don't read for gender. We all have divine masculine and divine feminine. Brings you your own justice. This is you bringing your own justice, you balancing your karma out here because you've learned some lesson and stood up for yourself, taking your life into your own hands here, being in charge. The blessing here with the Nine of Wands, self-care. Says energy, low energy, depleted, cleansing, wanting time alone, recharge, retreat. That is the Nine of Wands energy, the wounded warrior needing to retreat. But I want to say the blessing here, something is collapsing to give you a chance to heal. It might not feel like it. I'm sure it feels really traumatic. And you're having to see things that you can't unsee here. But all this is, you're going to have the space when you do what you need to do here, have the strength and fortitude to do what you need to do for you. This gives you the space you need to heal and to incorporate the lessons you've learned. We have your challenge here being the King of Wands. Sorry, Cancer. You have twin flame. Says telepathic, spiritual, magnetic, divine connection, strong soulmate. There's some connection here, which feels really, really intense, like almost bound to it. It's your challenge to overcome. There more than likely is a lot of chemistry here. Chemistry, passion, like you feel the divine's hand in this. You feel magnetized towards this person. The challenge here, I think you are twin flames with somebody. It's caused massive romantic delusions. If you've gotten into this concept, I cannot stress enough how toxic the information about twin flame stuff is out there. Do I believe in the actual idea of the mirroring souls? Absolutely, I do. I've experienced parts of it myself, but the person also was not my twin flame. This is not someone I'm meant to be with the rest of my life. There was a lot of romantic delusion on my part there. I think this may be what's going on. You're having to overcome the concept, the delusive concept of a twin flame connection here with a King of Wands. Ooh, you guys aren't going to like this. Wow. Your advice here is strength. We have the sun. Right where we started here. The sun. The sun that's illuminating the doubts. Having the strength to allow the illumination to happen here. Again, strength, strength. You're being empowered to overcome something here. Some toxicity that you have experienced and has pulled you in. Empowerment, heart chakra opening, compassion, happiness, truth revealed. All right, let's clarify. This is pretty intense, Cancer. I can't imagine that this is gonna feel great. But this is telling me that Spirit absolutely 1000% believes you have the strength and fortitude to overcome some delusion here. I want to say, if you've been caught up in this, in some, like, putting up with less than because you thought there was some connection you couldn't explain between you and another person, that doesn't mean you don't have that connection with somebody else. But I don't believe that somebody that is designed to be your exact match is somebody that would propagate romantic delusions on you. I don't think that can be redeemed. All right. Tell me about this Tower for Cancer for February, please. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Got the Nine of Wands sticking out here, but they've got on the bottom the Knight of Cups. This could be that you have, maybe you were with somebody that you're not with anymore, that you thought was this, and maybe the real this is coming in the guy in King of Wands here. Maybe you were meant to see the difference of something here. That's interesting. I have this tower that is being used to build solid foundation. You seeing the truth of something, of what these doubts are here. Either this is you're seeing the truth of doubts you have about what you thought was wish fulfillment, which we already talked about here, or you have a new wish fulfillment coming in. I have the Knight of Cups underneath. Maybe a romantic partner that came to you that you thought was going to be something one way. You got together and you're having all these doubts now. You're like, is this really? Tell me about this Nine of Cups. This could be, if you had a false flame, let's say you have a false flame out there that you got together with and you saw very clearly, like there were some doubts, and then things were illuminated to show you why those doubts were there and why you need to trust your gut with these things. Had you boss up, restoring your karma here, maybe like this romantic delusions of where you're coming from, and this new person that's coming in here is somebody who is chivalrous and full of honor and romantic. Maybe this is what you're meant to see here, is the difference between what the real and the not. What about this Nine of Cups, please, for Cancer with the Tower? Oh, jeez. Eight of Cups with the Seven Swords. This is it. This is, you're seeing the truth of something you thought was this, but yet when it came together you had all these doubts because it didn't feel like what you thought this was going to, because it's not that. There was some romantic delusion here. I have the Eight of Cups with the Seven of Swords. This is you walking away. This Tower is you walking away from something you thought was wish fulfillment here, but yet you're walking away from it with the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from anything and everything that is not emotionally fulfilling. What's not emotionally fulfilling? Someone who lies, cheats, and steals. With the Seven Swords here, that is what you're walking away from here. And in doing that, you create your own new solid structure. That is you bossing up into this Emperor energy where you're in charge of you. And again, we go back to, we have the first card that we pulled out of this oracle, the Fates. Underneath that 7 swords there is the Star card. Hope, healing. Doing this, seeing the truth and allowing yourself to see it, and then acting accordingly, has you walking away from anything and everything that is not fulfilling to you, leveling you up, healing you, and bringing you one step closer to the real wish fulfillment that you seek. All right, your lesson here with the Emperor and balancing your own karma. Big Libra and Aries energy here. Tell me about the lesson with the Emperor, please. For Cancer. Victory, the truth, epiphany. This epiphany is what's going on here. Spirit illuminating why you have doubts. The truth. This is also victory. The truth shall, what I'm hearing is the truth shall set you free. This truth balances your karma, brings you your justice, because you take your justice, right? By being fully in charge of your life and making informed decisions. This person trusts themselves. They trust their gut. Got the 8 of Wands underneath. Once you see this, it moves really quick for you. I don't think there's a big lingering around in this energy. I don't think it feels good, but I don't think with what you're going to see, you're going to linger in it. I have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Whatever this is with the King of Swords, whatever this is, I want to say it's twofold. When you see the truth of this, standing in your truth and integrity, I've got the Hierophant underneath that, really in connection with your higher self here, you stop putting work into anything that is not emotionally fulfilling to you, or that seems like it is not for real. The other aspect of this is that whatever this deception is, or the doubts, you not trusting yourself, has prevented you from mastering yourself. The truth, you're going to see the truth of this. Or this is the other part, is you're going to see the truth of where somebody else has not been putting the work in. Right? This is, I want to say, this is the change of direction for you. Where you put your efforts now. I'll tell you this, the Emperor doesn't put efforts into things that are not giving back to him in return. All right, your blessing here is the 9 of Wands, self-care. You are going to make a choice here. The blessing, when you make the choice you need to make to not put efforts into something that is not giving in return, something that is not what it seems to be or what it portrayed itself to be, it's going to allow you to care for yourself and deal with those fears. You're going to see that your fears, the fears that you had were real. They were there for a reason, because things were not as they seemed to be. This is going to allow you to put the care back into yourself, to really check your own energy and heal. Tell me more about this 9 of Wands. Why is this the blessing? The other thing I'm getting here is that when you see the truth of this person, it's going to put you in fear. Because sometimes when you see something that's been clouded on maliciously clouded from you, That fear is real. It's going to give you the opportunity to retreat and heal. What's this Knight of Wands, please? Knight of Pentacles. This is you learning your lessons. The Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is holding the Ace of Pentacles in his hand here. That's the new beginning. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody slowly but surely on their path, right? The Knight of Pentacles is slow because he's learning his lessons along the way. This is somebody who's stacking their coins, learning their lessons, leaving no nook and cranny unturned here, right? But this leads to your new beginning. Part of this is telling me that you're taking these lessons, this healthy dose of fear you got here, or whatever this anxiety is, this wounding, all these lessons that you learned, you're taking them on your journey. And it's starting from a place of really caring for yourself, of loving yourself, giving yourself the time here. This is your new beginning. The Tower. The Three of Pentacles. This Tower has to do with something you were trying to build with another person. But do you see this up here? This Tower, they're being given some elixir of knowledge. I want to say that this blessing has to do with you seeing the truth of why you needed this lesson. You're being gifted knowledge here. It's very important on this journey. It does create a tower because things can't go on in the illusions that they were. Once this knowledge is given, you can't unsee it. This tower is all about you being thrust forward on your journey from where you are now, and also you loving yourself. Your challenge, the King of Wands with the Twin Flame card here. Why is the King of Wands the challenge for Cancer? The Ten of Swords. Something's done, dead, and over. The Ace of Wands. I want to say that there's a big, huge sexual chemistry. And I want to say if you really look over the information you're being given now, you're going to see where maybe a lot of your choices were made here out of sexual chemistry. Like, if you took the sex away from this relationship, there might not be much standing. And I want to say there's some illusion here about being twin flames. Maybe it's because the sex is so good, that convinces you on some level that this is some divine connection. But that's ending here. Your challenge is to put an end to something here that you think is a soulmate. This is done, dead, over. But the key to the done, dead, over is the learning of the lessons and the leaving the pain. That's how this 10 reverts to an ace. Right? So the challenge is really having this end here. This could also have to do something that's being shown to you right now. Like these don't just happen. This comes with, I think even if it's a false flame, you're divinely guided to them because there's lessons that you need to be taught by this person that nobody else can teach you. Certainly not your true twin flame couldn't teach you those lessons because it alters the relationship in such a way that you can't go back to it, right? So sometimes we're divinely guided to the wrong people too because there's lessons we have to learn before we come in contact with that right person. So there's some sense of, and if there's delusions here, that perseveration that comes with even a false one might be something that you need to put to bed. Even if you guys aren't in physical contact, you need to stop. You need to check your thinking on what this is. I want to say that's why some things are being illuminated to you so that you're able to do this. I have the strength card twice here. You are fully capable of this. You just need to see the right information first to do it. Tell me about this 10 swords. I mean, this is saying putting this to bed, an end to this, is your challenge. Ten of Swords, please. Challenge for Cancer. Anything else with the Ten of Swords, please? Nothing else here. That's the message here. There's something done, dead, and over here. Your challenge is putting the final nail in this coffin. And having the strength to move forward. Where I stop shuffling, I've got, again, this combat energy, competition, chaos, lessons learned. Your advice? Strength. Twice. The sun energy, illumination. Why is this the advice for Cancer, please? Advice for Cancer. The Lovers. With the Six of Swords. This is you having the strength to make the choice, the best choice that you can make for yourself in love. The Lovers is a choice in a soulmate relationship, right? Both people get a choice. The ultimate choice, though, is choosing yourself, right? What makes you happy? When you choose yourself, you go after what your heart tells you to go after, right? I have the Six of Swords. This is moving on to calmer water. Again, this is the second time this has come up. This came up with the Tower up here. You moving on to calmer water. In your thought processes, able to make a good decision for yourself. This is Spirit is saying you're being given the illumination you need, and you have the personal inner fortitude to make this choice for yourself. Now let's hear with the Lovers. Three of Pentacles. You get to choose where you build and with who. You have the strength to do this, and you're being given the guidance you need to do it. This is a gift. I'm sure it doesn't feel like it. I'm sure it feels pretty stressful. But I want to say, I have the Six of Wands here. This is you being victorious. You will make the right decision for where you're going to build for yourself, how you choose to expand. All right, I want to get a couple cards here for angel guidance, and then we're going to call this a close, Cancer. This is intense. All right, Cancer. For Cancer, please. What's the advice for Cancer? Ooh, hello. Cancer. Take control of your thoughts. Inner strength. Take control of your thoughts. Somebody is trying to romantically delude you. says, this is card 31, take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome you truly desire. Have, it's almost over. Card 16. 16 is the Tower card, right? It's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. You have let it go. Card 18. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connection to the past so that you can embrace the future. All right, Cancer, I'm sending you so much light and love. I think this was a beautiful reading, although I know it's going to feel really chaotic within your own life, but you do have the strength to do this. So I'm sending you so much light and love. I want you to remember to stay blessed and to always, 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 always love yourself first, please. Thank you.